Welcome to MacMo Academy. In this video, we will discuss two important topics of basic geometry. These are complementary angle and supplementary angle. So what are complementary angle? So two angles are complementary if they add up to 90 degrees. Means if the sum of the two angles is equal to 90 degrees, so they are complementary angle. So these two are complementary angle because their sum is equal to 90 degree. And two angles are supplementary if they add up to 180 degree. Means if the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees, so it means that they are supplementary with each other. So this is the basic concept of complementary angle and supplementary angle. Now we will find out the value of unknown in another complementary angle if one complementary angle is given, and we will find out same for supplementary angle as well. And there is one more thing which needs to be discussed: adjacent angles on a straight line. Adjacent angles on a straight line. The sum of adjacent angle on a straight line is equal to 180 degree. The sum of adjacent angles on a straight line is 180 degrees. So it means that if we have so many angles on a straight line, so the sum of all those angles would be equal to 180 degree. Like for example, if we are having three angles on a straight line, one angle is 60, another one is 80, and the last one would be 40. So if we add up all of them, so the sum would be equal to 180 degrees. So this is how adjacent angles are. Now the question is, find the complementary angle of the following. So we have discussed that the two angles are complementary if they add up to 90 degree. So it means that dash plus 80 is equal to 90 degree. Means two angles when add up to make 90 degrees. So in place of a dash, we will take help from an unknown, and any of the unknown you can place. We are taking x degree is plus 18 degree is equal to 90 degree. Means the sum of two angles is equal to 90. Now we want to find out that angle. So this become a linear equation. This 18 will go over there and will subtract from 90. So this will gives us 72 degrees. So it means that x is equal to 72 degrees. Now if one angle is given which is equal to 1 degree and another angle is unknown, so we will do the same. So subtract 1 from 90, this will gives us 89 degree. You can do mentally as well, but there are fewer times we need to show the solution as well. So is equal to 90 x plus, so whenever you see the word complementary, the sum should be equal to, the sum of two angles should be equal to 90, and then after doing the simple mathematics you will got the final answer 13 degree. So this is how we can find out complementary angle when one of the complementary angle is given. Now the next question is, find the supplementary angle of the following. Now according to the definition, whatever we have learned is the two angles are supplementary if they add up to 180 degree. So it means that two angles means we can take help from any of the variable y plus 36. So the sum would be equal to, in case of supplementary angle, would be 180. Now how to find out? We will subtract 36 from 180. So we will get the supplementary angle of which is equal to 144 degrees. So 144 and 36 are the two angles whose sum is equal to 180 degree. And same will happen over here. You can take any variable is equal to 180 degree, then A is equal to 180 minus 102 degrees. So the final answer of the second supplementary angle would be 78 degrees. And same will happen over here. You will subtract this from 180, so you will get the answer, so which is equal to 9 degree. So A plus 171 is equal to 180, and then A is equal to 9 degree. So you can show the proper working, and you can do the mental working as well. Directly subtract this from 180, you will get the answer. If this question asked in MCQ, so you have to show, you do not have to show the working, you just have to subtract this from 180 and you will get the answer straight away, and you have to just subtract it from 180 and you will just get the answer in this way. Now let's find out the value of unknown. Given that AOB is a straight line, find the value of unknown in each of the following. So it is given in the question that AOB is a straight line. So if AOB is a straight line, so if you will see that two angles are on the straight line, and we have discussed that adjacent angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. So it means that the sum of all the angles on a straight line would be equal to 180 degree, whether if they are two angles and if they are three angles. So the sum would be equal to 180 degrees. So, and it is also given that it is a straight line, AOB is a straight line. It means that A plus 33 is equal to 180 degree, and we will give the reason: angles on a straight line. So many of the time it is asked, it is mandatory to give the reason. A is equal to 180 minus 33. Now if you will subtract, you will get the answer. So after subtraction we will get 147. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown, by using those concepts which we have already learned. Now if you will see that there are three angles, and they are again AOB is a straight line, and there are three angles on a line. It means that the sum of these three angles, B plus 42 plus 73, is equal to 180 degrees. So we will again give the reason: angles on a straight line. This is very important because many of the time we use different properties of the angles. So we are mentioning that which property we are using. So 3 plus 2 is 5, 4 plus 7 is 11, so it's 105. Then 105 will be subtracted from 180, so this will give us the final result, that would be 65. So this is how much easy it is to find out the value of unknown from the angles on a straight line. Now let's look at another question in which again AOB is a straight line and these two angles are on the straight line. It means that the sum of, this is one complete angle, 4D plus 16, 2D plus 14. This is one complete angle and this is complete another second angle. So the sum of these two angles would be equal to 180 degree according to the property. So 4D plus 16 plus 2D plus 14 is equal to 180. Again angles on straight line. Now arrange the like term and then simplify. 4D plus 2D plus 14 plus 16 is equal to 180. So 4D plus 2D would be 60, and what would it be? It would become, it would be 30, and this 30 will go over there and will subtract. So this will gives us 6D is equal to 150. Then D is equal to 150 upon 6. 3 times 2, 3 times 50. Then it's 25. So D is equal to 25. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown by using those properties which we have learned. Angles on a straight line, so the sum is equal to 180 degree. Now let's look at this problem. X degree, Y degree and Z are three angles on a straight line. So we can make a figure as well for the projection and for better understanding. So for example, X, Y and Z, these are the three angles on a straight line. So X, Y and Z are the three angles on a straight line. The value of X is given, which is equal to 2y degree. The value of Z is also given, which is equal to 3y degree. And we need to find out the value of Y. In this particular question, there is no angle which is appropriately given like 30 degree, 40 degree. There is no numerical values given. The values are given in terms of Y, in terms of Y and in terms of Y. So this is a very big clue that these three angles are on a straight line. It means that the sum of these three would be equal to 180 degree, means angles on a straight line. So we will start our question from here. X plus Y plus Z is equal to 180. Angles on a straight line. Now we will substitute the values. Value of X is given, which is equal to 2y. Y is not given, so we will keep it as it is. And Z is 3y. So in place of Z we will write 3y is equal to 180 degrees. Now add all of them because they all are like term. 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6y is equal to 180 degrees. Now y is equal to 180 upon 6, which is equal to y is equal to 30 degrees. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown, and they have asked us to find out the value of y. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown. And I hope you have understood all the content and you have liked the video. Please do not forget to subscribe and follow our YouTube channel. If you have any query regarding any problem, you can write us in our comment box and we will help you out. Thank you for your support.